This is 8 October 2020. This is Adopt a Cop 100 Days of Prayer for the Blue. Today I'm going to be referencing Zechariah 10, verses 5 through 12, and it says this: "And they shall be as mighty men, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle. And they shall fight, because the Lord is with them. And the riders on the horses shall be confounded. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, and I will bring them again to place them. For I have mercy upon them, and they shall be as though I had not cast them off, for I am the Lord their God, and I will hear them. And they of Ephraim shall be like mighty men, and their heart shall rejoice as through wine. Their child shall see it and be glad, and their heart shall rejoice in the Lord. I will hiss for them and gather them, for I have redeemed them, and they shall increase as they have increased. And I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries, and they shall live with their children and turn again." I was looking for a verse to reference today, and that one kind of stuck out to me. And to me, when I read that, it was about redemption, and it was about all that we're seeing today against law enforcement and first responders. And when I read that, it made me feel as though that was God speaking to us as a field, and that everything that we're seeing and hearing and all the negativity that's being brought down on us, we will be redeemed. That He's hearing what we're asking for, and that He will redeem us, not only to ourselves, but in the eyes of our children and to the people. And that we will once again be seen for what we do, and for the sacrifices that we make, and for why we got into this field, and the fact that, yes, there are some bad people in our field, but overall, the 99% of us are here because we care, and because we want to help, because we want to do good, we want to be there, we want to serve and protect our communities. And as I was reading this, and I do this when I record these, I stop every morning before I head into work to get coffee, and then I pull over in the parking lot and I record these videos. And I was sitting here with the window down, and I was going over the verse and letting it speak to me, when all of a sudden a truck pulled up next to me. And it was an older gentleman, and he rolled down the window and actually stopped traffic and yelled out of his window, "Thank you for your service." To me, that told me that I found the right verse today. And I needed to hear it, because we don't hear that very often. And this job, the way society is right now, is very, very, very frustrating, and it is hard, and it can weigh heavily upon you. And as much as I have told people, hang in there, don't quit the job, don't, 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 don't contemplating whether or not it's time to go and put in paperwork for the drop program to do the last 3 years and just go. And I've been contemplating that for a little bit now, but when that guy pulled up and just did that, that told me it's not time. That was somebody speaking to me, and that was God's way of letting me know that I'm where I need to be. And I've talked about this before in these videos, and that, you know, whenever the time has come where I've questioned what I'm doing, whether I'm doing the right thing, whether it's speaking, whether it's writing, whether it's doing this job, I've always got these little signs that will pop up, or somebody coming and saying something, whether it's a letter in the mail, whether it's an email, whether it's a text message, something. And this morning, you know, when you stop and you look at the interactions you have with people and how many people there are in the world and where you're at a certain time when you have that interaction with somebody, and you look at the chances of you being in that place and that other person being in that place at that very time for that interaction to happen, it is so minute, it's not even funny. And for me, for that to happen this morning when I needed to hear that, that tells me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. As hard as it is, as difficult as it is, as challenging as it is, as frustrating as it is, it told me that I'm doing what I need to be doing. So I will say this to anybody that watches this, that sees this, no matter what field you're in, because I know there's people that watch this from across all fields, around the world. I know that I've gotten comments from all over the place on these videos and emails and things, and so just stay strong. This world is crazy right now, and you know, we watch TV, you listen to the radio, you watch the news, and it doesn't seem like anything's getting better, and you start to wonder what the hell is going on. You hear a lot of people, a lot of scholars talking about revelations coming to pass and end of days and all of that stuff. And you know, you watch this stuff and it makes you wonder if this is the case, if this, you know, because it seems like people are just losing their minds left and right. And it's little things like this morning with that guy stopping traffic to yell that to me across the street. Don't give up. If you're struggling, ask for help. If you're working today, tonight, whatever it may be, watch each other's back. Take care of one another. And you know, the other thing I noticed as I'm sitting here, there's two cars a few spots behind me, and they are it's two parents exchanging kids, and it looks like they are doing the drop off between two parents that are separated, and watching the kids run from one parent to the other and hug them, and then back to the other one and hug them. Make sure when you get home tonight, today, whatever time it is, when you get up this morning, if you're going to work tonight, Hug your kids and tell them every single day how important they are to you. Because they don't understand everything that's going on. They don't understand why mom and dad can't get along. And oftentimes they see that as it's their fault. Let them know it's not. Let them know how important they are to you every single day. They don't have all the hate in their heart, all of the biases, all of the things that we do as adults. And oftentimes you see that people forget that, and they take out their frustration on their kids, and they involve them in the issues that go on between them and their spouse, or them and their job. And that the things that we're going through as adults, that weighs on them, it overflows to them, and it causes them more stress and anxiety than they already have. So make sure you're telling them every day how important they are to you. My brothers and sisters that are at home and abroad that are protecting this great, great nation of ours, thank you for what you do. And thank you to your families for the sacrifice they make. Everybody take care of yourself. Be safe, and I will talk to you tomorrow.